2025 그리스도 TV 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 7월 2일 수요일 오전 8시 41분입니다. 이번 시간은 구약성경 창세기 29장 27절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve me yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rahel his daughter to wife also, and Laban gave to Rahel his daughter Bilhah his handmaid to be her maid. And he went in also unto Rahel, and he loved also Rahel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rahel was barren. And Leah conceived and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben, for she said, surely the Lord has looked upon my affliction. Now, therefore, my husband will love me. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, because the Lord has heard that I was hated, he has therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Shimon. And he conceived again and bare a son, and said, now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore was his name called Levi. And she conceived again and bare a son, and she said, now will I praise to Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah, and left bearing. And when Rahel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rahel envied her sister, and said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I die. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rahel, and he said, am I in God's stead, who has withheld from thee the fruit of the womb? And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife, and Jacob went in unto her, and Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son. And Rahel said, God has judged me, and has also heard my voice, and has given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan. And Bilhah, Rahel's maid, conceived again, and bare Jacob a second son. And Rahel said, with great lengths have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. when Leah saw that she had left bearing, she took Silva, her maid, and gave her Jacob to wife. And Silva, Leah's made bear Jacob a son, and Leah said, a trip comes, and she called his name God, and Silva. Let me it bear Jacob a second son, and Leah said, happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed, and she called his name Asel. And Robin went in the days of wheat harvest, and found men rakers in the field, and brought them unto his mother Leah. Then Rahel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of thy sons' men the rakers. And she said unto her, is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband, and one wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also? And Rahel said, therefore he shall lie with thee till night, for thy son's mandrakes. And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him, and said, thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night. And God hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived, and bare Jacob the people's son. And Leah said, God has given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar. And Leah conceived again, and bare Jacob the sixth son. And Leah said, God has endued me with good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him six sons. And she called his name Zebulun. And afterwards she bare a daughter, and called her name Dinah. And God remembered Rahel, and God hearkened to her, and opened her womb. And she conceived, and bare a son, and said, God has taken away my leprosy. And she called his name Joseph. And she said, the Lord shall add to me another son. And it came to pass, when Rahel had born Joseph, that Jacob said unto Laban, send me away, that I may go unto my own place, and to my country. Give me my wives and my children, for whom I have served thee, and let me go, for thou knowest my service which I have done thee. And Laban said unto him, I pray thee, if I have found favor in thy eyes, tarry, for I have learned my experience. The Lord has blessed me for thy sake. And he said, appoint me thy wages, and I will give it. And he said unto him, Thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me. For it with little which thou hadst before I came, and it is now increased unto a multitude, and the Lord has blessed thee since my coming, and now when shall I provide for mine own eyes also? And he said, What shall I give thee? And Jacob said, Thou shalt not give me anything. If thou wilt do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock. I will pass through all thy flock today, removing from thence all the speckled and stopped cattle, and all the brown cattle among the sheep, and the stopped and speckled among the goats, and of such shall be my hire. So shall my righteousness answer for me in time to come, when it shall come for my heart before thy face. Everyone that is not speckled and stopped among the goats, and brown among the sheep, that shall be counted stolen with me. And Laban said, Behold, I would it might be according to thy word. And he removed that he caused that we ling strike and stopped, and all the she goes that we are speckled and stopped, and everyone that had some white in it, and all the brown among the sheep, and gave them into the hand of his sons. And he said, 3 days journey bit weeks there. Himself and Jacob, and Jacob fed the rest of Laban's flocks, and Jacob took his loads of green purple and of the hazel and chestnut tree, and filled white streaks in them, and made the white appear which was in the lotus. And he set the lotus which he had filled before the flocks in the gutters in the watering troughs, when the flocks came to drink, that they should conceive when they came to drink. And the flocks conceived before the lotus, and brought forth cattle, ling streaked, speckled, and stopped. And Jacob did separate the lambs, and set the faces of the flocks toward the ling streaked and all the brown in the flock of Laban. And he put his own flocks by themselves, and put them not unto Laban's cattle. And it came to pass, whensoever the stronger cattle did conceive, that Jacob laid the lotus before the eyes of the cattle in the cutters, that they might conceive among the lotus. But when the cattle were feeble, he put them not in. So the feeble were Laban's, and the stranger Jacob's. and the man increased in exceedingly, and had much cattle, and maid servants, and men servants, and camels, and asses. And he heard the words of Laban's sons, saying, Jacob has taken away all that we our fathers, and of that which was our fathers has he gotten all this glory. 창세기 31장 1절까지 읽어봤습니다. 뒤의 내용은 진에게 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 이번 시간 여기서 종료하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.